Detox Trip 11 of 14. The moment I put down my sneakers, someone suddenly grabs my arm and I'm terribly surprised. Ni hao. A lady says hello in Chinese, grabs my arm and smiles brightly. I don't know why she's holding my arm, so I look at Asotria. She smiles loudly, pointing her finger to the side. Even middle-aged Korean men are popular due to the global fascination of Korean culture. Go on. The 8 men are smiling awkwardly in front of the camera with Chinese woman. The lady leads me. As soon as the cameraman counts in Chinese, Yi, San, I suddenly feel like I'm losing strength all over my body and I collapse. I can hear the screams of Chinese women and the footsteps running away from the water. Nadalius, Nadalius. Asotria's voice hums as if it were in a cave. The lukewarm water fills my ears. Foreign tourists are approaching and looking down at me submerged in the water. No problem, Mei Guanji. Matthew calmly handles the situation, speaking English and Chinese to the foreign tourists. He and Demetrius carefully lift me up and move me out of the water. I see a Turkish man calling someone with an urgent voice. The old man approaches me and holds my hand. I'm afraid I'm going to faint because I have a chronic disease. But what if you fall? Did you bring your sick body to see the beautiful scenery? I can hear people's voices and see everything, but I can't move my body. Like the old man, I look at the white Pamukkale as if I could die. A cotton white bathtub, a dog standing calmly embedded in my heart. Blood flows into my eyes from my bald head. Asotria wipes my eyelids with her handkerchief. Nadalius, there is Pamukkale in your eyes. It is very beautiful. In her eyes, my body is lying sluggish. I feel like my soul is separated from my body. An ambulance arrives, and the paramedics give me first aid, treat my head, and put me on a mobile bed. The guide and the older couple get in the ambulance together. What do they have to do with me to get on together, I wonder. It is a trip. I determined that there will be many variables, but this kind of accident is embarrassing. I have several stitches in my head in the emergency room. I thought I was going to lose you. The old man holds my right hand. His face is still so blunt, so I can't believe what he says. He had a brain hemorrhage a long time ago and is still paralyzed on one side of his face. It looks hardened, like he is angry all the time. Listening to her explanation, I understand his sullen look. Mr. Na, your face seemed familiar from the first time we met. You look so much like my son I lost when he was a kid. I came here in a hurry when you fell. That's why he kept looking at me on the plane. In fact, his expression seemed to be so angry that it was hard to approach him easily. I felt like he was my father, but as soon as I heard that his name was Chilbok-jang, I gave up on that expectation. However, as Jacob's name became Israel in the Bible, did my father's name also change from Chan Sam Na to Chilbok-jang? I'm glad you're only hurt this much. Fortunately, there's water at the bottom of the pool, so the impact was softened. The guide must have cried. Her eyes are red. Our group made the guide cry twice. It can't be easy for a young lady to manage the safety of 16 people. I feel better after getting the IV injection of Ringer's solution. I feel refreshed, as if I got up from hitting the floor. From now on, it's going to be a trip that detoxifies the cancer in my body.